Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
The Noxus theme.
Yes.
Power, aggression.
Actually, it does look like it is Dragon. So he's just pulled it out, and Skewmon has enough mana to go through a couple of rotations here with the Blaze.
Could be an easy pickup. Lentus likely going to be trading that for the grubs on the top side of the map. Ping's coming through, tracking Caps as he moves out of the mid lane to drop a ward on the... As he looks to drop a ward, there it is.
Yep.
To the grubs, they're going to spot that one out, and wisely, G2 is not going to look to contest. Earlier, Lintus also pinged out. He's on Dragon. He's going to be moving towards my grubs, and you can see the ping on your minimap right now. Lintus with good tracking of the enemy jungler to highlight to Naknako, hey man, you could be in some danger. Please be cautious of the fact that you could get dived. He has the Rumble ultimate to clear out the wave.
Sure.
And the good news for him is Skewmon doesn't have... I mean, he's probably got enough mana, but I time for his jungler. Skewmon about to take over to level 6. Linsus has to evacuate the dance floor.
I'm ready. Flash for flash.
Yeah,
Good one.
constantly in motion with his jungler, constantly with that protection as well. Now the grubs have begun.
Let's get a kill in, I reckon. That would be nice as Naknako now positions. 4 grubs. You talk about Hilly's angle, but it's going to be spotted out on a control ward. G2 want at least one of these grubs to stop these feet from stacking up, and Poke comes in, and Skewmon, no, he doesn't steal that one. So looking for all 6 as Linsus now just has to sit on the edge. He doesn't have a smite available for another 10 seconds. G2 are going to walk in and force this one and at least take one away. So no 6 grub game, but Vitality still should be happy with how that early game played out.
Oh, certainly. Securing 5 grubs is a great place to be in. Broken Blade knows that he cannot afford to overstay his welcome, given that Linsus is on the top side of the map. Meanwhile, Chayak in all of this is just continuing to push in the bot lane. Caps is doing a great job in the farm department. The gold advantage for Chayak is largely coming from the plates that he's been securing in the early game. He did secure another one in the bot lane matchup.
It's K'Sante versus the Jhin.
Yeah, Jhin is not the best at killing K'Sante. I mean, this early on, he should do decent damage at least.
Yep.
50% of his bar gone.
That's nice.
Broken Blade's going to try and interrupt it. I mean, they're being forced to stick around when they'd love to recall. This objective is available. Hilly gets the quick recall off. He wants to regroup with his team. Chayak tries to get a trade onto Caps, but this time around, Caps fights back.
He does put out the ulti. Chayak has run out of his own kind of dance floor ulti, and with the flap over the wall, he's dead. First blood, even LeBron can't steal that. That was a solo kill in the end.
For the entirety of the laning phase, Chayak has been bullying out Caps. But suddenly Caps reaches a point where he can fight him back. And because of the positioning of Lebrov, Chayak had nowhere to go. That's a solo kill for Caps to start off the first kill of this game.
It is the first kill finally coming through, and it is also going to be the second Dragon layered on top. Naknako wants a piece of this though, and Linsus as well with Nature Scraps is what we're waiting for, but Smite comes in, G2 are running up. Teleport coming in late from Vitality. That's a Corki. And as he flies through, Vitality now down to summon 2 as Hilly is spotted over the wall. Skewmon wants this Chains of Corruption a little bit short from Hans Sama.
First item's completed, except for China. He's still waiting to secure that Trinity Force.
Good job.
Next
LeBron,
objective. Ooh,
even better.
Nice engage.
Especially with the brand. Almost at what I would call set up perfect. Hilly gets poked out. Remember, Yomu's on the Varus this game for Hans Mama.
I said that G2 is actually matching them on the bot side of the map. They're not investing their vision towards the Herald.
Oh, Linsus
is in a dangerous spot.
He's going to walk into this Chains of Corruption. He flushes it! Lintus, that was so smooth, but Skewmon still finds him in the end. Hilly's trying to help out with the Magnet Storm down. Lebrov's taking down enemy jungler. Skewmon is getting hit by a pointy end of the stick. Kazi makes short work of that. Over the wall, Lebrov goes for a second try. Now Caps joining the fight with the poke range from the Varus. Tries to do a little bit more, but Chayak gets him away, zones him through, and Caps now has to deal with a 1v3 despite those health bars going astray.
It ends up being a favorable play for Vitality after Linsus makes the split-second decision to go. Sitting in the bot tri-brush. This objective going to be started off by Vitality. I will say I'm a little surprised. I guess G2 choosing not to try and fight them right now, turn their attention to the cross map.
Nice. Naknako gets rid of the wave, the power of the equalizer. Caps is here with Lebrov. They're going to turn this into a dive regardless. Lebrov pops the ulti, flash away from Naknako while Caps just looks to stack up and take the kill. Lebrov in the end, good turrets. As the balancing act between him and Broken Blade works out fine. That's going to also lead into the Herald.
I mean, Vitality secured the Dragon, slowing down the stacking from G2, but G2 quickly respond with a cross map. The problem with investing your resources into the dive, though, is it means that you spent a lot of time and resources to secure that kill.
True.
You're not going to get that top tower, you're going to be bullied off the Herald, and you're going to lose the bot tier 1 tower as well. I believe this will be Vitality's 3rd objective too, so that should secure the feats of strength, meaning that Vitality find themselves with a small but an advantage here in this early game against G2.
A decent one to boot.
So I'm going to be excited to see him play out as we see Nuck the target of G2's aggression once more.
Does do good damage. Equalizer as well, buys time. I mean, Skumon's damage needs to hit. It does connect, get the stunned out. There's a blaze, but Skumon's dead. It's a trade, and for Nucko, it just depends what happens in the top side here as Chayak's in a little bit of trouble. Caps is using Lebrov, but he still gets the kill. However, Lince has got the root down. Smolder ulti calls in Mummy, but she only does a little bit of healing before Caps still has to flap away. But Lebrov, the disengage, it's been clean. Hilly has the Magnet Storm, but it's only Linces with the damage. They're trying to buy time for that ult to wear off and Kazi to come in. Bullet time is out, and rather a curtain call that Kazi calls his once again going to fight around mid lane. Surprise, surprise. We like our ARAMs.
I think G2 wisely recognize they can't really contest the Dragon from this position, so they set their sights on the mid control. They keep the wave going towards this tower. Nucko has the ultimate available, and he's going to throw it down to thin out the wave.
Equalizer's close, and it does actually get the wave off, and G2 with it too. Linces is coming in with the Nature's Grass available, and a broken up G2. They're not all together as Lebrov and Skumon hit the right side, but now that they group back up, Vitality think otherwise about getting themselves in. They've already taken the Dragon, nothing else here apart from the wave, and Vitality are just disengaging for now.
Vitality forced to back off. They realized that forcing this fight wouldn't necessarily result in a huge amount. Maybe the Atakan, but G2 losing HP slowly over time. The poke damage coming. A little too much time has just been spent hovering around mid lane with nothing on the map to play for. Atakan is being started.
Apart from that, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, there is that.
And G2 are not here.
They are not.
Who cares about Atakan, I guess? Didn't they say they were like scrimming or Vedius, what did you show me?
Memento did tweet that they cancelled all their scrims. They have so much zone control, wombo combo potential, that I'm hoping we get to see it in action.
And note as well, because Lince has got a bit of AP as Kazi might be caught out. But remember, it's a GA. He's going to withdraw. G2 find themselves in front of a Baron as Lince is going to die as well. Vitality just lost 2 of their GAs. And
to utilize this Atakan, of course, 3 members still have it. We'll see if they can get anything off the back of it as they set their sights on the Baron.
They're finally going to start it. I mean, this is what a lot of Atakans use for the turnaround Baron, and especially when they're shredding this Baron, thanks to the fact that they've got so much on-hit damage. Nucko zones out, now goes over, going to use his Bloodletter's Curse to start shredding MR of Baron as Equalizer's good, Nature's Grasp as well. They get themselves out, Vitality with the Baron. They're turning to the fight, but what is going on? Over the wall, Hansama and Chayak going to fight it out. It's a trade, but only a withdrawal. G2 looking for more. Kazi in a bush, flash on, Broken Blade misses, and Caps plays around him, sits in the way. Kazi almost getting him, but the flash out in the end is a shutdown. Broken Blade now in the middle of it all, and they're going to keep fighting. Skumon's got good damage, but Chayak is such a monster right now. He pulls out a big one, he Valkyries, he Phosphoruses, and Vitality's mid laner almost cleans up the jungle. The burn is immense, but don't forget, the Baron is theirs.
A much better utilization
Well, Baron
of...
power play. Let's see who it's on. 4 members in total. Kazi, the only one who's dropped it. As remembering that the withdrawal does not take away the Baron buff, so an important distinction there. Broken Blade jumps in, he's now in a choke. Deadly Flourish, not going to get him, he's unstoppable. Rooted out after the fact though as he jumps back to his team. A curtain call now begins with Kazi looking to end the show, but Hansama has stepped away backstage, while G2 now look to regroup and see what happens in the second act.
I feel like Vitality should just set their sights on the mid lane tower. G2 is forced into this awkward spot where the bot wave is knocking onto the tier 2 tower to unlock their 3rd Dragon of the game.
Hilly just spots them out as well. He does a bit of information gathering, and after he does, he enables Vitality to get this 3rd Dragon. They're on Soul Point now. And again, I mean, G2 are being spun around
find the flank from Broken Blade, but a lot of your engages relying on Hansama landing an ultimate or Lebrov finding an engage.
Yep.
And Vitality have so much range.
Like this. Ooh. I mean, this sets it up, but Linces gets a Bramble Smash. Broken Blade ultis out so that he can get some range himself, but Lebrov is a new target. Nature's Grab, Equalizer in a choke. You'd say it's good, but Skumon takes no damage. Deadly Flourish after the fact, and Kazi picks up a kill on the back burner. Caps is now here, though, and if he stays in the walk to the left, the support of Vitality was aiming for some kind of angle. Now spots out that, okay, G2 are in front of the Baron. It's actually been started. With a brand, it goes down quick.
They're melting
Vitality
this.
are waiting, but they're waiting maybe too long. Nako hasn't put the ulti down. It's blind. They see nothing. And in the end, Vitality get nothing.
Great patient play there from G2. Just well controlled. The pressure in mid converted into complete vision denial. Vitality were hesitant themselves to face check the Smolder. And it resulted in an easy objective secured. Now the Soul, 15 seconds. G2 looking to try and gain purchase over the river. Broken Blade should be the one to face check.
And he will. He jumps into Kazi
does
and you can
no
see
damage to him.
That's right. A Cassante into Jin means nothing. Chayak will do a little bit more though with the true damages. Nature's Grass kicks us off. Lince has already been poked out.
Ooh,
as you can see, Nako's ulti's big. He's run into Caps, but he's now overheating. So Caps is going to burn him instead. Fire beats fire as G2 with a numbers advantage now walk to deny Soul. 3K, 2K, they want to flip this one, but Soul goes over. A win for Vitality, but G2, remember, have this fight in the bag. They just need to chase and chase and chase and chase. And Caps can do that as the flap stops short of the wall. So Kazi runs out and the chase begets nothing.
I mean, this was the scaling that G2 could always rely on towards the end game. And an ambitious play from Nako as he saw Caps rooted up with a equalizer dropped on top of his head. He thought that he would have enough damage, but Caps able to flash away. And then it's just a matter of time as Vitality is forced to retreat. Their base is going to start to fall apart. The death timers are still 10 seconds. G2 can't get much more than an inhibitor. They will be forced to disengage. But now it begs the question of, even if Vitality have stronger engage, can they even win the fights anymore? Because Caps just feel so monstrously powerful.
Mid inhibitor down as well causes some problems as Hilly. Hexflash just back into his own base, and Minion Wave getting thinned out, but the equalizer still not back up and available. 10 seconds until that one comes in, and now another inhibitor exposed. G2 have their front line in healthy stances. You can see behind, Linces is ready to Nature's Grass this and get an angle, but Lebrov spots him as he puts down the roots. G2 marching away, blocked by the tanks. Lebrov sets up the fence line, and the equalizer sets up the streamline. A good shattering strike as Hilly breaks down Broken Blade, but the Magnet Storm won't be enough. He won't be enough. He charges forward. Linces tried to do the same, but again and again, Han Summer is in the way.
You can see the long-range damage from Vitality's composition and how lethal it could be, but against the front line of Cassante, this Lord Dominic's regards is enough to break through Broken Blade.
But to be fair, is anything?
Yeah.
Cassante.
Jhin is not doing it.
Why are we getting Cassante early rotation in draft? I think we have an answer. If you didn't have one before, I would have been surprised, but now please remember this lesson.
I mean, I'm more surprised by the Jhin response. I mean, I guess it makes a lot of sense in the context of the comp, but against this front line, it cannot get through. Good damage coming out from Chayak.
Okay, options here. Minion Wave is cleared out. Curtain Call, this is the turn. Vitality, great equalizer. Nako has laid down the territory, and the Curtain Call has now flown. G2 are a little bit low, and there is good damage done, but is it enough?
Vitality to approach. If they could, this equalizer combo can prove devastating in the face of Baron. But remember that those are still on cooldown right now, and G2 isn't going to hesitate. They're going to start this objective off, and it's very difficult for Vitality to contest.
They're like, well, we just go down to Elder, 15 seconds, but this Baron's going to be dead before Elder even spawns at this rate. Hilly spots him out, good ward down, but even as Nako clears out midway.
Access into the river. They should have control over the mid wave. With those Baron empowered minions, it's scary, but Chayak is going to be the one to start off the Elder. This could be a turning point for Vitality.
But Vitality need to do this
quick.
quick.
Look at Lebrov's HP.
It is low, but here comes Redemption. Healing up is Omega as G2 is still trying to use that poke.
Kazi's in such an awkward spot.
Fourth shot. Lebrov goes in anyway. The fourth shot negated, and it will be a trade. Elder's still there, turns into a bit of flip till Broken Blade shows up, and Mum lines the scene. He's poked out, Equalizer pokes back, and Skewmonter gets zoned out as Nako hits him in the face. Elder for Vitality, it's theirs! There was no jungle contest because Nako decided to burn the house down. The minions, yes, they're going into the base, but Vitality will be able to defend.
Caps is still alive, and he makes a hero play at the end.
He gets a lot of praise as Hilly's caught out. We went from
his first
zero
death of the game
to hero.
Empty, with the Elder still available, are looking for a fight.
They really want one. The deep dive under turret. Nature's Grasp hits again. Lebrov, his ulti's not available. The curtain call and flies. The show's over for Lebrov. 50 seconds on the cow. Wait, Nucko's dead.
Yeah, Nucko ends up falling in the top lane. That's a 60-second death timer.
What is happening?
They're able to catch him.
I mean, Nucko, imagine if his chair was tilted, how much extra damage he'd be doing. He's got Bloodletter's Curse, by the way, the new item in the game. Amplifies a lot of AP. Oh, let's remember, removes magic resist, is my meaning. So it's going to help with the Maokai's. It's important right now because the third inhibitor is going to drop, and as you said, G2 is still strong. G2 is still favored. G2 have now got 2 Nexus turrets again, as they, excuse me, Vitality on play on the defense. It's a second inhibitor now threatened out as Vitality have half a health bar on it, but it's still going to lose its next inhibitor. Nature's Grasp is flying across. Broken Blade will help zone out, and he makes sure that no one gets hit.
G2 not relenting with their siege. They know there's nothing really to play for. Why not set up for the third inhibitor? Vitality still so hesitant to force a fight. They're trying to chip away, leverage that range that they have to chunk at the HP bars of G2, and it looks like they're going for the combo again.
They're trying. I mean, they are whittling them down. Broken Blade and Lebrov, the front lines are getting destroyed. Mum with a bit of healing helps out, so that's good, but BB's at half HP. He has to TP back in.
It's such an entertaining game. You're really seeing the...
Oh! Cleanse. Hans Summer now no cleanse. Teleport back in from Broken Blade, but Hans is so low.
I mean, I asked the question earlier, what was the idea behind the Jhin, and you just continue to see the effectiveness of it, this long-range pick potential. The waves are constantly putting pressure onto the base of Vitality. The gold really doesn't matter
anymore. They're walking into Hilly!
Oh!
Into the Magnet Storm, into the setup, and now the Nature's Born, but he's dead. They don't get the damage onto Caps. Chayak tried to follow, Kazi tried to follow, but they were blocked. It looks so good, but it feels so bad. Now with Broken Blade taking him out, Vitality must be so damn mad as G2 find a way, find the road. It goes for 47 minutes, but even with Hilly setting it up perfectly, it'll come back to the start. The smolder scaling we were promised, and G2 will pick up their second win. However, valiantly, Vitality fought.
The idea from Hilly was so good, but the locket and the redemption from Lebrov